All right, shalom, shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Hashem, Harakah Kadash Mamath. Double honors to the elders, apostles, and GMS, and honors to the elder of the Lions Den Camp of Har 1. Shalom to you, brothers and sisters out there that's pushing the truth and sincerity. All right, so this is going to be a quick lesson. This is going to be part one on how electronic payments work and how Esau is making his money. All right, I'm just going to break it down in simple terms. All right, so jumping straight into it, you have what a lot of people transact with now today is credit card or debit card. And that's what everybody use now. Everybody use that credit card, or debit card transactions. And usually whenever you do a bank to bank, it's usually for stuff like bills or, something like that. Or even that, they might even use a credit or debit card. But the next big thing right now is ACH, which is an automated clearinghouse. And I'm going to touch on that in the next lesson. All right, so you have now credit card processing. So with each card, it's tied to like a Visa, MasterCard, Amex, shit like that. So let's just say, for example, I wanted to go into a store. And stores are what people would call merchants. But let's just say a buyer or a regular pedestrian or a civilian wanted to go into a store and buy something, and they use a card, right? So every time that person uses a card to buy something, it goes through this series of events, and this is within seconds, all right? So let's just say somebody pays $100 for you pay $100 for a door, or $100 for groceries, right? So soon as that balance hit and you go to pay that balance, this is what it does. It goes to the issuing bank, right? It goes from the acquirer, the business's bank. So this one is actually missing a step, kinda. Let's see about this one. So boom, yeah, card holder. Then you got the business that they're buying stuff at, or they buy the groceries. And soon as that person make a transaction, it goes from instantly. It talks to the business's bank, and then the issuing bank, which would be the buyer's bank. They talk with each other within instantly, because then you have to have the funds in the account in order for it to draft out of the account. And then it goes through the payment, but it also goes through the payment network as well. So just like if you were using a Visa card, it will go through the Visa network, right? It go through, if it was going through the MasterCard or whatever, any other credit card or any big brand cards, it will have to go through their payment network. And within the acquiring bank, the issuing bank, and the payment network bank, and the processing bank, depending, all of those people get a cut, as you can see right here. So the issuing bank, then you have the card network processors, then you got the payment processors, which is like let's just say, for example, like those card readers, right? But this is all depending. See, issuing bank, then you go to the card association. So this one is actually this one actually a good example of it. All right. So a customer buys something, it goes to the issuing to the acquiring bank. Then it speaks through the card network. and then it processes and all within those series of events. What the hell is Google doing? Within those series of events, man, money is getting taken out, processing fees, man, and that's how they make their money. And it's all done instantly, and that's what they're trying to do now, man, with the whole Fed Now situation. They're trying to instant. They're trying to normalize instant payments instead of waiting for the payments to be settled. Waiting for payments to draft and to be settled. But instead, with this will be instant, man, with the Fed Now. Because this is what the current setup look like with the credit and the debit cards. And then you have, this is Proverbs 10:2. Treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness deliver from death. So even though these bankers and these people who are in these high positions try to set up a new system into where they can profit and make merchandise off of the people's transaction, off of everything that they do, and be able to track it, and profit of nothing for them. But the righteous will be delivered from it. They're going to be delivered from death. And at the latter end, they're going to be delivered from sin. So this devil's plan is going to come to naught, because guess what, man? The Lord got us. The Lord is looking at what this devil is doing and how he's trying to set up this new way of doing things. This is Micah 6:10. Are there yet treasures of wickedness in the house of the wicked, and a scant measure that is abominable? Come on, man. There are yet treasures of wickedness in the house of the wicked. Making merchandise of so much merchandise off of, their own people, everyone that's in America. Shit, even globally, these card networks, they're making money off of everyone. The big shareholders, the people that put so much time and invest into it. Back when it first started, when they were first rolling out the cards, now look at it, man. This shit is almost instant. And look at what they're trying to do with it now. They're trying to put software into it. Software, trying to combine software with transactions and payments. And when you connect that, man, you connect it to the web. You connect it to the cloud. And that's a big thing that's going around now. And the cloud-based payments, seamless payments, right? Cause that's America's strong suit, man. Consuming and making money. It says, in the scant measure that is abominable, man. So this shit is abominable. The system is abominable. Them as individuals and a conglomerate is abominable. Shall I count them pure with the wicked balances, and with the bag of deceitful weights? For the rich men thereof are full of violence, and the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in their mouth. Man, and it is. These wicked devils, these big shareholders, man, trying to make more money, making more money than they already need, putting pains on people unknowingly for the consumers, at least. And that's how they do it, man. And it's important to understand that, because now instead of using the card, they can use what now? That they could move from the card to the phone, to the to the Karagma. So this is how that seamless payments work. That shit is wicked. And guess what, man? As soon as they combine that, they combine Fed now with a tokenized currency, digital DUSD or whatever it's gonna be called. Man, it's gonna, and that's how we know we're at the end of this thing, man.